Look, it's a fancy new background compared to the old one, which is why we're starting here instead of inside of the game. I actually do have green tea today. Why? Because, well, it was the tea that was just at the front of my little tea collection, so I grabbed the first one I could get. I'm a simple person. If I see it in the front, I just grab it in the front. I think what's actually the next one? I think the next one is... I don't fucking remember. But oh well, there's a little tag attached to the little tea bag, so I know what's in it. So I'll find out one way or another. Took a bus to school today. Last time was... Jesus! Why did you take a bus to school? Don't you know? That's for school-age children. It's not for the adults. We adults at least have the decency normally to drive there. But not the kids, of course. Okay, the kitty has once again discovered, yes, it has a tail and now it's chasing its own tail. I was wondering what was making that noise. That's not a very smart move. That already happened to me too, once in a while. Huh. Now then, while the rest of the world still is rather busy as far as I'm concerned, suffering through playing Dragon Age Veilguard, I instead will play something I actually enjoy. And I'm feeling so much better for it. Isn't it a nice feeling, just playing something that you can enjoy? Instead of, you know... Because, you know, I normally when I look something up on YouTube, I'm just, you know, I'm cutting the sound because I don't really care about people's commentary, but I just wanted to hear what some of the people had to say. I unmuted. The first thing I hear somebody complaining. Going like, I don't want to play this any longer. This is fucking boring shit. I was amused, to put it mildly. Actually, before we continue going forwards, I'm going to prepare another pipe. That much time will take. So I find myself really happy. Now, from a success perspective, if we consider streaming to be a business and we wished for success, then streaming with Dragon Age Veilguard would probably be better. There's no question there, actually, no, it would probably be a lot more successful. But honestly, is it worth it? I have a distinct feeling my answer would probably be no. I have a very distinct feeling. But hey, that doesn't mean that we're never gonna play any Dragon Age. We did play Dragon Age Origins at one point in the very distant past. I think it's very, very distant past. I don't even know how many years ago. But since Dragon Age has a name, the household name is once again on the table, I see no reason not to play it again. That is indeed true. And if you make it your business, then, you know, complaining about what you have to do in order to get yourself fat seems a bit ungrateful. But oh well, let them be. At least means that I feel like I have actually for once drawn the better card in my particular deck by playing something that is actually enjoyable. And I do mean this. This game is actually enjoyable. All these games are kind of enjoyable, to be fair. Twitch gives you an energy trinket. That is indeed rather sus, isn't it? Maybe Twitch knows you a bit too well in German. Maybe. Well. But, all complaints aside, I can at least tell you what I did while you weren't watching. Because, well, I kinda said so yesterday. Because for some mystical reason I've been playing this game basically non-stop each and every fucking day for the last couple of days. And I'm still not tired of it. Yeah. I once again want to point out, I feel like I have definitely made the better choice. Not that I really had the choice, because honestly I have no money to buy games, especially not new games, who cost like 60-70 bucks, and you know, if somebody has to spend 60 bucks on a game and then gift it to me, I am very, very grateful that it is indeed this game. It's a Neon Falcom game, of course it has good music. Yeah. It's one thing you never have to worry about. Doesn't matter if you play Legend Hero games or Ys games, you'll always get good music. Which is the main reason why actually here on this island where we get the Lila song thing. This is actually the island where I went on to train up some things. Because... I have now finished mastering all of the available skills for both characters, which took like maybe 1.5 hours, I want to say. I just ran over the island, you know, used my skills, murdered all the creatures. Once again collected an astonishing amount of money. I'm back over the 100,000 and I maxed out the wheat shit down there. So now I know that the maximum amount you can get is 9,999. Second slash. It's more like an action RPG. Of the rather obviously a Japanese variant, as the Yi series has always been. Technically speaking, the first 2 Yi's games are a bit special because they are using the bump combat system instead of the more classical dedicated attack button system, but ever since then they have been very classical action RPG games. Where you have some skills, you have the basic attack, you have dodge, block, all the usual nonsense, and well, now you're kind of making the best of it. It's a great series, it's been around since the fucking, I want to say 80s, and I'm pretty sure it is the 80s, so I have a good proven track record. And I at some point decided that we'll probably play all of them. Which means, from Origins, which is the, well, technically speaking, part 0, all the way to, well, I was about to say 9, but numerically speaking up to 10, which is this one. Chronologically, language is difficult today. Chronological, however, this Ys 10 game is actually the fourth game in game time. That's not a good thing. You maybe want to, you know, just sit down with a nice hot cup of tea. Something like this. Oh, I think this is still a bit very hot. I mean, if you're that cold, you can come over. I have some nice chicken noodle soup that I made yesterday that has nicely and simmered overnight, so that shit's fucking tasty. I don't know if it's worth the trouble of the Master Chef by any stretch, but it's still pretty fucking tasty. Well then, at least let me give you an overview of what, well, where did we even leave? We left off after this. We kinda killed that, then we were betrayed by the Baltasivos, and now we are having a new mission, namely, well, finding a particularly sunken throne and sitting our happy little ass on that. I did finish a few more side quests that pop up. We have one still going, mostly because it's in a new area, and I didn't want it to go into the new area if I'm not live. It would seem a bit mean, I might say. But well, yeah, I did everything I could, I bought everything I could, and well, once again have so much money I don't know what to do with, which is probably a good sign. Well, at this point levels CPT, and if you're taking a brave look, at least as far as stills that we can still get normally, there's really not much left. 3 to be precise, which is why I'm gonna leave that open, because I'm never too sure which to put there anyway. This one is basically just a nice little in-between thing, because it's cheap, it gets the job done. This is if I wanna hit something at a distance, and this is just my one-trick, literally just my one-trick pony. It kills, and that is all it's good at. And so long as it kills, you get a lot of USP back and can basically use it ab absurdum, which is precisely what I like to do. Same actually for Kaja, who is now also completely mastered all of her skills. And some of these were a real bitch to level, I can tell you that much, but I can be quite patient, especially if, you know, you sit around and listen to nice music. To give you an idea of what I mean, this is the island I used for this precise purpose. That was basically what I was doing the whole time. I was literally just sitting here like, while they were like, slay all the little monsters. And doing that over and over again. Which also means I have now materials for days. Not pretty good, pretty sweet deal. And the wheat hash still, we shall make it. I don't think we have anything to worry about. I also gotten the extra fish I needed for one of the upgrades. So I went fishing on the Grotto Island for a bit. Got a few more upgrades, and I think apart from the ones that need the special tree branch thingy that I have not yet seen again after I just dropped once or twice. I will get it at some point. For the moment, I'll just go forward, and then once a little bit of story starts, I can probably light my pipe and listen to the story as well. Sounds like a genius plan, doesn't it? No, swirly things don't look pleasant. Oh, I see an island under siege again. Ah. Tasty. See, I've always managed to infect her with a certain appreciation of adventure at this point. You really can't travel with a ball without getting somewhat into the spirit of it. Which is pretty good.
あちこちに小さい渦が出てるな。まだ渦の道じゃないんだろう？
ええ、もともとこの辺りは渦潮が発生しやすい海域だそうで。
アドル、近くで見たいのは分かったけど、うっかり飲み込まれんなよ。
カジ、変わった方が良くない？
I was really like, hey, Ado, I know you're curious, but please don't maneuver us into one of those. That would really not end well for us. That is like, but I want to get close. I want to see. Oh, the time to do some exploration. And I failed miserably at lighting my pipe. Pipes really are not the kind of thing you should just do on the side. It ain't in their nature. They're kinda like a jealous woman. They don't really like to share your attention, let's just say. Now then, can I just run past you? Yes, I have a distinct feeling it could be dangerous. I mean, I would like to, you know, squeeze myself just past you. Yes, I fucking can. Very good. I do at this point the boat has been upgraded quite a few times, and I mean, I still kinda doubt the efficiency of bombarding us at this point, because, well, we have mana shield and shit. But for some reason the game kinda does ignore that particular part. A bit of a problem that, technically speaking. Like, oh no, we're bombarded. Well, why don't we raise the shield? Well, the story needs drama. So we need a reason for our characters to, you know, settle down and sit around for a little bit. And have a talk. How are we gonna do this if the ship is still working? Or we won't. So, ship will not be working for a moment. Like, okay, fair enough. You have made your argument. But okay, do we need to go back up again? Yeah, no, we have basically all explored. Okay, so that belongs to the Rogue Sea. The Rogue Sea is the, excuse me, big area down here. Which means we're gonna sail through here and then into the Rogue Sea. And then we'll well, fuck around and find out basically soul timber. See, that's the material I was looking for. There's a ship up there. Smoke. Smoke is rather advisable. I mean, it's not really a giant building, it's more like a giant ship. They are the things that Rollo built to save his people during the Great Flood 100 years ago. How do you get lost on an arc? Now I can explore more. I can only see that we need to free a certain island from its occupation. While also collecting some treasures and hoping we get some more of that very specific wood. I would rather enjoy that, I must say. Get fucked, rock. Ah, good times. Actually, what do you have to say? Oops.
ひとまず追っ手の気配はなさそうかな。
そうみたいだな。でもパルタ水軍は侮れない。それは私が一番知っている。
That's a lot of them.
私たちでバッチリ見張っておきますから。
ああ、視界は悪いけど、なんとかしてみせるさ。僕らは前方に集中しますか。後ろばっかり見てちゃ探し物は見つからないだろうしね。
だな。
Well, then let's avoid the obvious green line and start the next event.
ものすごい風ね。お前ら船から落ちるんじゃねえぞ。
Don't worry. Oh, that's actually the place I've needed to go for the side quest that I still have. So I guess we can get that out of the way first then, because, well, it's kinda directly on our way.
あの島は上陸できそうじゃねえか。
それにしても海洋の玉座だなんてね。小さい頃みんなでよく遊んだっけ。定番だったよね。隠れ家に大きな椅子を持ち込んだり。
And that island that needs to be freed in the distance. Very important that.
願い事をしまくってたっけ。いやー楽しかったよな。ちなみに俺はずっと信じてたぜ。絶対オベリア湾のどこかにあるってな。
Why am I not surprised that he would think that? To be fair, Adol also has a tendency to be quite the believer. You tell him some legend, local folklore, anything else, he's gonna be like, yeah, that's totally a thing, isn't it? Sadly, however, he mostly is right when he makes such an educated guess. Or better or worse, in some cases, to be fair. Come here, fishy. Yeah, of course you're not a fishy. Fucking fishies. Bite, I tell ya. Well, that feels a bit more like a fish. Come here, little fishy. Come here. Don't be shy, I'm not biting. Oh, it's a crab. A general crab in this case. They're going up the ranks at this point. Oh, then what else can we drag out of the seas? It's nice and golden. The gold, more sass. Guess at some point we're gonna have fished everything out of the fucking sea. At some point. See? Nice and deadly. It's the job. I'm actually looking forward to the pentagram skill and see if that is any better. Only one way to really find out. God damn it. Can't just stop myself fast enough. That really does take a fucking long time to unleash, Jesus Christ. Ooh, I do like it. But as I can expect it, new islands means and a new sea that everybody is once again gonna get a lot stronger. And it's gonna take a second to get used to again. Well, nothing unusual there, I suppose. All as it should be. Okay, so next we probably will need to, well, climb. Well, no, the mobility is nothing compared to what we're used to. Nope. A moonstone. Let's see what nice little lessons we learn this time from the past. That's our friend Thorsten again. He really was a quite lengthy writer. Hero strategy. Why don't you... I mean, there are many reasons why one would dislike Hornets. Actually, there are far less reasons why you would like Hornets than disliking them. Well, that sounds like something Hornets do. Well, I mean, you have my permission. Go ahead and exact bloody revenge and vengeance upon their kind. If you murder all of them, I see no problem with that whatsoever. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm sure there are some. Can't say I'm an expert on that particular matter. Never really had to deal with many of them. So, not really. I think that would require a bit of internet research on your part in this particular case. Or if you don't care about collateral damage, you know, a good old-fashioned flamethrower might be a good option. Maybe even an improvised one. Well, I mean, you know, just because something is illegal doesn't mean that you cannot, technically speaking, you know, assemble one. I mean, at the end of the day, a flamethrower is a pretty damn simple thing to build. For better or worse, that is. And in most countries, you can get quite a few select burnable liquids that you could turn with a nice little pressurized nozzle into, well, pretty nice flamethrower. And so many more questions get slowly but very assuredly answered. I need to give me more questions that I need to think about. T-shirt. This just enforces my previous point about, you know, you could probably make yourself a nice little flamethrower. And one of those could probably reach that high. It kinda depends on the pressure, but yeah, it's not impossible. Alternatively, I'm pretty sure there's at least some poison or something that you could use. God damn it, game. I just made this look all nice and snazzy and you're like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not gonna allow that. Anything else on this island? No, because this island is, in fact, small as all fuck. Hey, at least we have another side quest done, which is rather pleasant. I must say. Where was the guy? Downstairs, wasn't he? Dr. Flair can't hide from me for very long, at least.
Oh.
He quite literally poisoned himself. Judge 5, the medicine actually gets the job done. Restrict poison on purpose? Yeah, you could probably point out that a lot of adults' actions, beliefs, ways of going about things could be easily construed as a bit of madness, yes. Yeah, just a tiny bit though. Yeah, just a tiny bit, I will say.
さて。
And so we immediately start planning the next adventure. Cell setup. I don't think I have any actual negative memories of cell setup. Maybe a bit basic, story-wise, but not a solid enough system that just works, which is honestly all I could have asked for when you think about it. Apart from that, yeah, it's not gonna be too much of a strain. Of course, it's gonna feel a bit strange going back from the most modern interpretation of these to its older candidates, but I'm sure we'll get used to it once in a while. Actually, that does remind me now that I have an opportunity to think about this. While it is true that many people are now suffering the effects of having to play through the new Dragon Age, I am somewhat tempted to actually, you know, get in a Dragon Age Origins playthrough. I haven't done one in at least 3-4 years or so, so might actually not be a bad choice. If that shit actually still runs. And honestly, it will give us a bit more variety. At least reminiscent level. That's a good start. And after all, it will give us a bit more variety. Because if I combine Dragon Age plus the rest of Baldur's Gate 2, that will last us a while. Plus more Ys games in the future, I would say we are well set up for a while at least, even with no new games added towards the rotation, so to speak. Yeah, I'm kind of in favor. Ooh, it's a 4-star for once. That's new. I haven't done a 4-star yet. Ooh, it's a hidden treasure chart. I've fucking liked it. And Sigurd's incense. I am liking this even more. Well, I mean, how bad could it be? He said that those were his last words. Now then, let's see how bad this is going to go. Oops, a bit too late for that. You can't hit me, bitch. But I know you're trying. Oh yeah, I forgot how little range you have. Such a useful skill. If only it had a little bit more, well, skill. Not skill. Skill range, to be very precise. That's basically its only disadvantage. Can I get this to now? I can't. Root. That's stupid of you. I think we were at level 6 or something, weren't we? Ah, should be enough. Honestly, most of my points usually come from being on the island itself, so I'm somewhat still hopeful. I don't know if it this sort of wave kind of thing. Ah, yeah, level 6. I wasn't really the most fun in fucking Lacrimosa of Dana, and also not in Monstrum Nox, and that hasn't changed at all. This is actually not a bad thing. I can enjoy using this. Although, it's still gonna be interesting to see how that works in how it's going to work against bosses. If the boss has enough mass to actually stop me, or not. Because if not, then I'm going to start missing bosses again, and that is never a fun experience. It's a range. Yeah, no damage is not on the usual level, but nah, I can't figure this much. Actually, do I get materials for killing them? I really should pay a bit more focus. Yeah, too bad that you can actually run away from me that much, eh? I can't believe that these assholes at some point were actually a boss monster. Now they just get treated like, you know, random trash. Ah, the poor fate. That would actually kill the area. Since I do get some extra points for killing the monsters, and I'm already taking damage anyway, meaning I can't actually get that particular bonus. Does seem to make sense to get all of the little points. Yes, yes. Well then, time for the next area. We'll see how bad that is. Okay, so just combat. Oh, easy enough. Now they are cleared. Now then, for what shall gonna give me? Just fight? Just fights. Oh, great. God damn it. That was such nice timing. I would have been such nice timing. Okay, fuck it. Forgot that was a thing. Come on, you move. Okay. Bit more careful. Would have been advisable there. Establish an instant death effect. I really not one of the nice ones, to be fair. And what is the number say?
なんとか解放できたな。
早く船のみんなにも知らせよう。
Should be enough. And you have any trash on me? Huge, very good even. And that's actually not that far away. There's some more other points we can look for. Need to be sure, of course. First, treasure. Treasure's always good. I love myself some treasure. It is a rather nice thing to have. Ah, nice and relaxed. What a nice day, way to spend a weekday.
早く舵を切って抜け出そう。
また噴火した。地図で見た地形だ。調べてみるぞ。
Did you just, yeah, you just stopped him from talking. It's like, oh, well, you know, I don't really want to hear anything about any eruptions any longer. I never used to it. A cycloid crown. I kind of figured you would give me
これで達成だな。
even more bony towards fishing. Not that I've so far ever even once needed one, which is kind of surprising actually, but it is what it is, I suppose. Actually, yeah, there is something there. It's blinking at me. I don't like it when the phone is blinking at me. It's never a good thing. Why are you blinking at me? Ah, fuck you. Blinking at me to tell me egg locked. You wanna update your fucking software? It's one of those things where it's like, phone, I know this might be hard for you to understand, but I haven't done this in like fucking years at this point. Do you really think I'm gonna start now? The simple answer is no. No, absolutely fucking not. Can we get a new fish maybe too? Oh, we'll try. We'll try indeed.
兄弟のお手並み拝見だ。
かかったぞ。いい感じだ。
手伝うわよ。
せーの。
I mean, especially with the help of your partner, you really don't need much help fishing. Oops, I forgot. Do not turn the camera too far, otherwise your ship will randomly decide to move the other way.
なかなかいいものだな。
Shoal timber. That's precisely what I was looking for. Oh, what the fuck is here?
さあ、飛ばしていこう。
どれだ。
海の中に何かいる。
Oh, it's another penguin. Hello, penguin. Well, if you don't like small fish and the other penguin doesn't like ancient fish, then maybe you are interested in the... yeah. I'm gonna go through all of them, but I have a distinct feeling he's gonna want some ancient fish. How about a jumpy? You like a jumpy? It likes a jumpy. I have another one. So far, whenever I give the other penguin all the fish in one category, he actually gives me a reward. Most of these rewards were actually kinda good, so I have no reason to believe that this will be any different. And as such, we should have a rather clear-cut plan of action. We're gonna feed the penguin and the other penguin. Because I still haven't gotten all the fishies.
いいものを拾いましたね。
Ah, Soul Timber, I was waiting for you. The last resource I need to do the last few upgrades. Watch that.
見てあそこ。何かいるよ。
It looks strange. Strangely colorful, one might say.
おお、すっげえ生き物がいるもんだな。
Yeah, but it doesn't really do anything for me though, does it? Okay, so they probably just moved up there. That's what I was assuming here.
こいつは私も初めて見たぞ。あん
Mm.
な生き物一体どこから。
Here's a side turn that we go through
で
there then
もこ
and
れ以上の
approach
観察は無理か。
whatever that is.
残念だな。まあ使えそうだね。
Mm-hmm.
砲が破れないように
Not
しない
to
と。
be crazy that we can probably upgrade your ship again. See if any new quest things have popped up that I need to deal with. See, that's why I need good old-fashioned soul timber. And I have not yet tried the innocent ray. I should absolutely do that at some point.
こんなところかな。
And it takes more soul timber. Of course it does.
こんなところかな。
Crystalliscent coral.
次はど。
Another resource that I have so far never even heard of, so probably a good sign. I want to say. We even picked up a nice little quest thingy.
さあ、出発だ。
You're just pushing me now.
回収しました。
I mean, since these waters seem to have a nice tendency to give me the special timber I need, we might just sail about it a little bit and then
い
zap
い
up
ものを拾いましたね。
and try to
使
get
え
the
るかも
quest
しれない
done.
ね。
もらっておきましょうか。
That's a lot of soul timber.
舵を頼めるかい。
What is it enough soul timber? That's always the good question, isn't it?
船をいじる。
Ah, wrecking ball. And that shit. Pretty sure I have never used any of you, so
こんなところかな。
got another upgrade for those.
こんなところかな。
Okay, so now we only have wrecking ball left. And innocent ray, to be fair. Innocent ray sounds kinda cute, doesn't it?
さあ、出発だ。
I wonder. Then Germany Island it.
それじゃ向かいますか。
Did close, but luckily enough we don't actually have to sail the whole fucking way. Ah yes, the good old days. Our Tyrant was still a thing to be feared. For precisely 5 seconds, and then we realized we just need to upgrade our ship a little bit.
もしかしてあの地図の。
Okay, now we go back down here and probably sail along the lines. One shot twice more to get that out of the way. Seems like a rather reasonable thing to do.
よし行くか
And we really don't have anything else to do apart from the
さらさら
main objective. Whee!
色味ですか
拾っておこうか。
早いあついてるな
There comes the next bitch.
神のお恵みですね
I need to remember to turn the camera a bit slower. Otherwise, the ship will just randomly decide that now I'm now going the other direction, and well, screw you if you think that is not a good idea.
拾っておこうか。
しっかり捕まってろよ
拾っておこうぜ
拾っておこうか。
拾っておきましょう
使えるかもしれないね
Not the greatest bounty for timber I've ever seen.
もうらいっと
And again, that's kind of deal. We don't really have it guaranteed. Might this already be enough?
ちょっと一休みっと
船を完成
That looks better, doesn't it? Now we only need the crystallucent coral to finish this shit up, and then, at least for the moment, we have all of the upgrades. The rest then kinda depends on if we're getting more. Either. We shall see. One way or the other. The vortex path. Yeah, looks pretty cancerous, doesn't it? Just the way we like it. Indeed. Nothing could have been truer. I mean, come on, Adel doesn't want you now to... He doesn't want you to draw him a map and go like, okay, listen, this is the way you have to go. No, he wants to come to his own merit. I'm not surprised. In fact, it is precisely what I would expect to happen. What a cheery little fella, considering the, well, impending doom upon his neck. Hey, that does not necessarily need to stop him. Okay, it seems to be a merchant ship. No fake merchant, please. I don't want to fight a fake merchant in this particular area.
前ら
Blueprint for sturdy sails, eh? I'll
持っ
take
て
it.
きな
I'll take it off your hands, don't worry about it. And the Tycoon's Middle converts Parctical into gold.
毎
Oh
度
sure,
開い
I'm
た
gonna buy one. Not that we're ever gonna use one, because, well, I mean,
次はどうするんだそんじゃ
we ain't hurting for gold, let's just say.
家事を頼めるかい
How much would that upgrade cost? Or what, rather, is the better question.
船を
Fucking soul timber again, should have fucking assumed as much.
次はまた来い
Oh well, we can just grab one more soul timber, I'm sure. Wouldn't really be a problem.
即前進
避けても避けてもうずうずうずなんつう場所だよ
笑っちゃうくらいの難所っぷりだね。
大丈夫
Can I forget?
ここまで来たサンドラス号だったら
みんなどうか頑張って
It's like, well, it was a bit of a death trap, isn't it?
海底神殿の入り口は
Yeah.
どこだ
フギル偵察を続けてください
I mean, I would assume it's out there.
見張り台からも探してみます
Okay, before we go anything else,
スピードアップ
finish around here. Whee! I mean, the projects are kinda annoying, but that's basically all they are. They're not really that dangerous, if you ask me. I mean, to be fair, I haven't really tried moving right smack dab through one, so... Maybe that is what's keeping us so nice and secure. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, thanks to the what feels like million and one upgrades we did on the ship, so... it's a pretty sturdy one at this point. Still would have liked to use the
道もだいぶ進んだけど
enemy's great
その分
ship
船体
though
が
for a
心
while.
配だ
That would have
な
been kinda cute indeed.
サンドラス号どうか頑張ってよ
あんなボロ船だったのによく付き合ってくれてるよね。
良い船ですね多くの人の願いが込められているのがわかりますおそらく作られた当初から
I mean, it is a fucking fine ship now.
使えるかもしれないね。
わずかに感じ取れる程度です
You know
が
how many fucking upgrades it
こ
took?
の船に
How many money
ま
we
だの過
invested?
去があらんことそして最後までこの子たちを送り届けられますように
回収しました
I just think the further we move upwards again, the less we get a chance to get ourselves the fucking timber.
使いどころがありそうだな
Wow, one piece. Ah, game.
Game.
You know that I can't really do much with one piece of fucking timber. I need at least
風
3,
が気
4,
持ちい
5.
いね。
いい風ですね
Black Silver Sand again. There was a time when Black Silver Sand also was quite the-.
回収しました
To be fair, a long time ago. At this particular point.
気をつけて進もう
Come on. Just drift through. Don't worry about the fucking rocks. I can take it.
もらっておきましょうか使い道はありそうだな
Let's see if that still works.
おい
Probably
舵
it
を
will.
代わってくれ出発
Yes, it does.
すごいスピード
Just a nice little way of resetting all the treasures again. Makes it a lot easier.
良き導き方
Ah, look, that is what we were talking about.
休憩にしよう